Guardian spell to work. Now let me concentrate. Besides, shouldn't you be worrying about the damage to the tower?
Master Neloth has tasked Alenia with repairing the tower. Doing this in the lab, where it would be safer for all of us.
The lab is too small. Also, I need the ashy soil. Master Neloth knows what I'm doing. No need to bother him about it, though. He's quite busy at the moment.
It's on your head if something goes wrong. Just let me...
No Ash Guardian. Maybe the book has something.
We don't get many visitors. Is there something you need? Tel Mithrin. It's the home of Master Neloth. You may have heard of him. He's a famous Telvanni wizard. In Morrowind, the Telvanni grow buildings from special fungus spores. Master Neloth grew one here to be his home. Don't ask me how. No, Talvis is his apprentice. I'm his steward. I manage the day-to-day affairs of Tel Mithrin. All right, then.
I don't think you belong. This is Master Neloth's tower. He's a Telvanni wizard. You've never heard of the great houses of Morrowind? House Telvanni is the house of the Master Wizard, one of the ruling houses of Morrowind. Master Neloth is one of the oldest and most respected members of House Telvanni. Not so much with, as for. I am Master Neloth's apprentice. He's teaching me the art of sorcery. A very great wizard. It's a great honor for him to have taken me as his apprentice. To be honest, it's horrible. He's very unpleasant and hardly teaches me anything. Sometimes he uses me in his experiments. Even so, I pick up a lot from just watching him. Yes, I'm trying to summon an Ash Guardian. Just having trouble deciphering Master Neloth's handwriting. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to concentrate. You've got to help me. I conjured an Ash Guardian, and now it's running amok. I am embarrassed to admit that it was my fault. Master Neloth refused to teach me the Ash Guardian spell, so I read his spellbook on my own and learned it. Something went wrong when I cast it. The creature is attacking everything in sight. Thank you. I was hoping it would. Hurry. I'll keep Master Neloth distracted. Yeah! Master Neloth surely would have punished me had he found out. I can't pay you, but I could teach you the Ash Guardian spell. Although, maybe that doesn't sound like a good idea to you after this. I do have a staff I could give you instead, if you think the Ash Guardian spell is too risky. Alright, but remember, don't cast this without a Heartstone. Otherwise, the Guardian will attack everyone, including you. Heartstones are only found on Solstheim, as far as I know. Master Neloth believes they may be fragments from inside Red Mountain that were flung here during the huge eruption 200 years ago. That's right. Don't be like me and have to learn the hard way. Here's the spell tome and a Heartstone so you can try it safely. Good day. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. That spell looks I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
Her could get a sample of ash from an ash spawn, that would be quite useful. I've made this special tool that will extract... Well, you don't need to know the details. Just go harvest a sample. Of course, the creature will have to be dead first, but I trust that's something you can bring about. The Chardak, an ancient Dwemer city on the eastern side of Solstheim. It's largely flooded now, but luckily the main library is still above the water. It seems the dwarves were as interested in the Black Books as we are. They seem to have believed this one to be particularly valuable, as it is secured in a mechanism which I have been unable to open yet. Hermaeus Mora has always tried to seduce mortals into his service with the law of forbidden knowledge. Where the Black Books actually came from, no one really knows. Some appear to have been written far in the past. Others might be from the future. Apparently, time is more malleable if you're the Daedric Prince of Fate and Destiny. I suppose I could dig up a staff or two for you. Let's be on our way then. how to build for the ages. These towers have outlasted their creators by millennia. The book is housed inside that zone. I'll need to unlock the door for us. Let's get on with it. Dwemer and the Chardak appear to have been fond of these control premises. Luckily, I found a cube operated inside on my last visit. I sealed the door when I left to keep out ignorant meddlers. Let me unlock it. The book is... so tantalizingly close. But trust me, no magic will do that. I've had the book already. No, we'll have to do this the hard way. If we can restore the steam supply to this room, I can... As you'll see, that's easier said than done. This way to the boilers. Follow me. The last time I was here, I only explored a small part of the ruins. I was here alone then, and I find an assistance is absolutely essential for this kind of... City of 100 towers. In its day, it was the largest of the great Dwemer archives, and perhaps the most advanced. In the old stories, when the Lords came to conquer it, it said the Dwemer submerged the entire city beneath the sea until the invaders gave up. I have my doubts. The city was a marvel of Dwemer engineering, now reduced to this. As you can see, most of the lower levels of the city are flooded, but it isn't hopeless. Old Dwemer pumps still seem to work. Watch. But the pumps only operate when the fuel is condensed. Unfortunately, they only have one cube. These 4 boilers provide steam to the room upstairs. They're shut down, but they still respond to the control cubes. So, if we can find 4 more cubes, we can turn these boilers back on and restore steam power to the room upstairs. Then I should be able to open the book's protecting gates. Bring that cube. We'll need it. Yes, here we are. This device shows the location of 4 more cubes in this section of the city. It looks like most of the cubes were moved to the lower levels, perhaps to try to control the flood before the city was abandoned. Interesting. That would suggest that the city must have originally sunk during the first cataclysm of Red Mountain. Or that the Dwemer's servitors continue to try to preserve the city after their creator's disappearance. 3 of the cubes. Yeah, this seems like a sensible place to start. think we should... I thought I made myself clear. The boilers in the Great Hall provide steam to the reading room upstairs, which we need in order to open the book's protective case. We need a total of 5 kilns, 1 to operate the pump in the Great Hall, the other 4 to activate the boilers. We still have kilns to find. should now have 5 cubes. Exactly what we need.
Now we can finally see about getting those boilers started.
Another seeker after knowledge enters my realm. This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is ordered. Perhaps you will go clever enough to uncover the secrets hidden here. If so, welcome. Perhaps you are a fool or a about the forbidden knowledge that only one other has attained? You are Dragonborn, like Mirak before you, a seeker of knowledge and power. Your power as Dragonborn to bend the world to your will. Here then is the knowledge you need, although you did not know you needed it. The second word of power. Using to bend the wills of mortals to your purpose. But this is not enough. Mirak knows the final word of power. Without that, you cannot hope to surpass me. Mirak served me well. And he was rewarded. I can grant you the same power as he wields, but all knowledge has its price. This knowledge to be added to my library. My servant Mirak would have found a way to bring me what I want. So will you, if you wish to surpass. Send the Scarlet Shaman to me. He holds the secrets that will be mine.
Different people have very different experiences when reading these books. You're still acting surprisingly sane, too. What did he have to say? He must have wanted something from you. What secrets could they have worth keeping from old Mora? Sounds like a bargain to me. Hermaeus Mora learned some fascinating new ways to skin a hawker, and you become the second most powerful Dragonborn that ever lived. Well, that gives me a lot to think about. I need to get back to Talmidran. I have some ideas about how to locate more of these black books. over here.